guys, today we are going to design a website in HTML and CSS, and we are going to use some of the amazing feature that CSS provides us, that is Flexbox and CSS grid. So here is the website. This kind of simple website that has some products that we can sell, and it looks clean, simple, and you can easily do it today. So you get a boost in your confidence. So here is the website. This has a kind of the nav bar at the top. This is the banner to show off something, and these are the products. And I have used Flexbox to display them like this. They looks nice. They have an image, name, a description, and a button to buy. And underneath is the name of the store owner, and she has a name, a description. Then these are social icons that I'm using from Font Awesome here, and also I'm using a font called Roboto from Google Fonts. I will use just any font. I just used this font. So how we are going to do? We need the code editor. You obviously know about that. And now I'm going to the desktop. Here is the website that I have already done, and here is the folder that I'm going to work on now. So this folder has just the CSS folder and the IMG folder. IMG folder should have all the images, so we have to copy the images because we are not going to create the images. We have to take them from here. Let's come to here and paste those images over to here. And inside CSS, I have a special folder called FA, and this folder is containing Font Awesome. I have a video on how to use a Font Awesome. Please check out that if you are facing some problem in that. So now we are going to start with it. First of all, we need to create the HTML file, command and our control and our file, go to in and save this inside that folder we just created. And here is the folder. That the name of folder is there. So just call this index.html. You could call it just anything, but you have to add the HTML part. That's important. Now create one more file that is for CSS. Save this and go to CSS folder. Inside this, you need to save this as style.css. You could call it just anything, but you have to add CSS. And now this part is done. Now what is this thing coming from? Okay, this thing is from the previous website. So now the website I was working on. Now inside the HTML file, go and press shift 1 or shift exclamation mark, and that will show up. Okay guys, you have to use the mn, means you have to install the extensions from here. Just type the HTML and it will show you extensions for HTML. That makes things easy for you and quick. So we are going to type the name of beauty, the title of beauty. The title is something that shows up over here. Let me show you where is the title. Now if I open this website now, this will have nothing, but it will have this beauty written over here. Now we need to add few things previously. So we need to add the CSS file we just created. How? Inside the CSS folder we have this style.css file that is added. Inside we need to add the Font Awesome as well, because Font Awesome is CSS edited. It's just a font, and we need, where is the Font Awesome? It's in the CSS folder. Inside CSS folder we have a folder called FA. Inside that we again have the folder CSS. Inside that we have this all.min.css. Min, why? Because this is compressed and it loads fast. This is done. This part is done. Now we need to work on the body part. So first we have to create the header. Header is given by the HTML itself, so we do not have to create this. So we are giving it a class of header. I am rushing, but you can slow down, guys. You do not have to complete the video. You have to understand things that is important. Otherwise, you will keep on watching tutorials and nothing will happen for years. Okay, I am rushing because I know things. Okay, I have done these things so many times. I'm just doing it like how they should be done. Okay, now inside the header we need to create the logo. So let's call that h1 hash means ID, and let's call this authentic. That's the name of the website here. Now we need to create the nav bar, so we are going to call that links. That's okay. That's okay. Now inside this we need to create some a tags, mean links. So let's give them a class as well, nlinks. That's okay. Now we are not taking that anywhere. So href go to hash means nowhere, no google.com or anything. No, these are the tabs we are going to create. About, duplicate this by pressing shift option or shift alt down arrow. Now here we are going to put tabs, and here we are going to CSS products, and here we are going to put contact. That is done. Come on S. Now underneath this we need to create that icon as well. This icon, here is the icon. You are saying this shopping icon. So Let me see what icon I have used. The name of this icon is for shopping bag. So am I making it up? No, I'm not making it up. It's here. It's here for shopping bag. I just copied because I went to the phonawesome.com and searched for the icon of shopping, and this was showing up there. I have to copy that thing and I have to post it anywhere I like. But I do not want shopping, but I want shopping bag. Let's see if that has worked or not. This is what I was doing. Yes, that has. And now we need to style this thing. So should we style it down? Yes, why not? But first of all, in the CSS folder, put the star, because that will remove all the default padding and margin that browser gives us, because that makes unexpected behavior inside the website. So we have to reset that. It's to reset the defaults. Now we need to style the body. I mean, body is the place where everything happens. So where it happens on the canvas, so that should have a shape, a width of 100%. It could be anything. VW, why? Because view width. Yes. And height, it should be automatic. Why give it a height? I mean, it should happen automatically. Now for this style, now we need to take care of the header that we created, because that is the first element we created. What does it need? It do need width and width thing. We could just go without that also. Let's give it width. How much? 80%. Let me post 80%, because if you are getting confused, VW means view width, percent means, yeah, 80% of the 100%. Now height, how about 100 pixels? We do not want to give that automatically. That will make things very bad. Now we want to style things in the center. Things are not styled yet. I mean, nothing has happened yet. So display, flex box, and CSS grid, they are magic. So if you put this thing, justify content, space between, now see the magic. Everything is looking so fine, but they are not centered. Why? Because we need to give it margin at the top. How much? Maybe 1%. And auto means left and right. It should compute itself, it should calculate itself. So now this thing is in the center. That's looking fine. Now what else we need? We need to make this thing. We need to space out those links. So those links have a class that is nlink links. If they were, I had not given the links, then that's the nav class, and then a, then the style here. But I have given the class and dot nlinks and links. What we need padding. Just space them out, maybe 40 pixels. Let's see if that do good. Yeah, that's good. Now they have an underline. We need to remove that. So that is text decoration, and let's call that none. That's gone. Now we need to increase the font size as well. So font size, guys, I am rushing, but please, you have to understand. You can slow down the video. Click on that curve icon and it will give you the option. And you would post pixels as well, 16 pixels, 14 pixels, and all those things. And the margin at top is looking a bit less. Maybe why not give it 2% to bring it down a bit. Yeah, that is done now. Now we need to, what we need to create the main section. Main is given by HTML itself, so we just have to give it a class of, and we are giving the class name of main. And inside the main class, we need to first create the banner. Banner. That should be an image, and let's give it a class of banner. Why not? And inside this source, what is the source? It's an image folder, and inside that we have a banner png. Always write this alt text. This is image of banner, because that if image doesn't load, then this text will show up. Now come over here, and here is the banner. Now we need to style this main section as well, right from the start. Main should have a width of how much? Maybe 90 VW. 90%, okay. And height, it should be auto, because the main is the thing that is going to contain a lot of things. Now we want to put this thing in the center as well. So margin at the top, maybe 2%, and then automatic. Let's see if that work or not. That may not work. We need to we will just give it this banner. Where's the banner? That banner is giving some problem. BANNA banner. We need margin from the left, maybe 6%. That is working fine now. Okay, now inside the main banner, what we have? We have nothing yet. We need to create the product. So where are those products? Let me show you. If I come back to the main website, that is already done. We have a name called products. So we are going to create that thing first inside the main only. So let's call that div. Oh no, that should be an h2 and no h2, and it should have an ID of div divider. And what is that? Products. Products. Now we need to style this thing. This thing is hash div dir. I mean, ID is given by hash mark. Now it needs a font size. Font size, it should be kind of big, maybe 2M. You could write 24 pixels and like that. Right? And what else we need? We need to give it some padding as well. Padding, will that work? Maybe, yeah, why not? Maybe 20 pixels. Let's try that if that works or not. Kind of working, maybe 30 pixels. Now we need to center this thing. How we will do that? We will use this thing text line that is in the center. Now this will be should be center. Now this is center. Now we need to create the shop over here. Guys, I'm rushing. Please try to understand. Okay, I mean that's up to you. You have to understand. We are creating a div and we are going to give that a name of. Let's create a section that is given by HTML itself and give it a class of shop. Inside that shop, we need to create those products. So we need to create maybe a section or a div. I mean, I will create a div. So let's call that PRODUCT product. Okay. Now, what does these products have? These products will have an image. Okay, and image sources IMG. Just press and it will show you all those images. Let's put P1 to P2 maybe. Yeah, why not? And underneath this, we will create one more section for this. That should be product description. Have we created this class already? No. Let's call this description description class, and inside this we need to give it a name. So s2 and class PRODUCT name product name. Just call it PRODUCT product only. That works. And it's underneath we need to put some text as well. So p text ptxt. I'm putting that camel case kind of text because that is the practice in the programming. You have to understand this thing. You are going to be a programmer, okay? So start doing these things from right now. And how much is okay? Maybe 15 is okay. Lorem ipsum. Just install those extensions from here. I mean, write lorem ipsum here, and it will just do the things for you. Now we need the button also. Button, and we need to give it a class of buy. And we use button.view. It will create a button, and that will have a class of buy. Now we need to call it buy. Now we could write price as well here, maybe like 2.99, and give space. That will create a button, but it is not styled yet, so it will not look beautiful. Now what we need to do, we need to how these things are looking over here. Let's see. Yeah, those things are underneath. There was no need actually to create this separate div for the thing, but since it is done, no problem. I will just I will try not to use this. So what is the name of this thing? This thing's name is product. I mean, product is the class of this thing, PRODUCT, and what should it have? Let's call it display. Flex. We want to how's things here now? They are looking fine. Why not text align? Text align. TEXT center. How about that? That's putting the whole thing in the center. No worries. And how about giving it a width to the product, or no to the description? Let's give it some width, but that will make image very bad. 300 pixels. Let's see if that works or not. That it kind of worked. And now we need to give some space to these product and so what is the name of this thing? It's a product name and p text. So both need some margin at bottom. So dot p or d u c t, the name product name. Let me see again. I mean, product name, that is the name of the s2 class, and then put a comma and dot p t x t, and then this thing. Now these need a margin at, where they need a margin, they need margin at let's give bottom margin maybe 3%. That works. 3% is a bit less. How about 5%? Kind of okay. And yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Now we need to style the button. What is the name of this button? It's, I think it's by, it needs a width should be around maybe 140 pixels, and height, how about 40 pixels. It should have a background color maybe salmon. I mean, you could just put any color, just black or white, and then you could change that. Now what does it need? It needs to be rounded, so that is border radius, that should be around 8 pixels, should be okay. And needs padding as well, maybe 4 pixels. Why does it need padding? Because these things are touching each other. Now if I refresh it, it is looking like something, but that grayish stroke is looking very bad. So border should be none, and what else? Border is none, and it should have the color of the text inside this should be white. That could be a font. You could just write white, and that could be fine as well. Font is very small. Let's change the font size, maybe 1 in, or we would write 14 pixels, 16 pixels of your like, and 140 is less. We'll make it 160 maybe. Why not? That's looking okay. Now it is okay. Now this part is, looks like it is done. Now what we need to do, we need to create a few more products, and you can just duplicate this thing, okay? You do not have to create them again and again. You will just change the names and images and all. That's it, okay? But they are looking like not. Again, we are going to use Flexbox, where we are going to use that inside the shop. Have we created that yet? No. SHOP shop display flags. Let's see, but they are not looking like that. So we have to use justify content space between. You could try all of these things: space between, space around, space evenly, and yeah, they are looking kind of okay. And if you want bring them closer, I think the width of the main section here is the, where is the main thing, guys? Try to understand, okay? Are you getting some sense out of it? I'm rushing because I have to kind of complete this now. This thing has gone way off control, so maybe 4. This battery is not helping me very much. 3. Oh my god, oh my god, what is that? Why I'm doing this? 0%. How about this? That's okay. Why am I even worried about that? Now we need to duplicate this. Should we duplicate these products? Uh, uh, should we duplicate these products? Maybe we should try to duplicate them. I mean, that will just waste more of your time. And guys, also one thing, I'm using Font Awesome and Google Fonts. Oh, I haven't used yet. Now things are looking very bad. Why? Because we have to put one more thing inside the shop, that is flex wrap. It should wrap automatically. Now let's see if that work or not that work. But spacing is not looking good. How we are going to increase that spacing? How about margin in the bottom? So that we are going to give that to the product itself. Margin bottom, how about 4%? We could just increase that. You have to use some smart things, okay? Maybe 6% should work. That is looking like something. Now what we need to create that this thing over here, this thing called the user, where the owner image is displayed, and it will still be inside the main section. So let's call that section, section section and call that OWNER order. Now inside this we need to have an image source img forward slash. Here is one image, that is profile.png I have, and it's always write that. Okay, do not ignore that. That's very important from the point of view of the browser or SEO and all those things. This will be important. And underneath we need to create a few more things. That's the name of this girl. So let's call that h2 and give it a class of just girl name. Why not? I mean, just you could create just any thing. Okay, so let's call her Sarah. Hi Sarah, and we need to put some text, p dot text, give it some Sarah, details. Yeah, that's DETAILS, details. And same thing, lorem, and I will put 120. It will write automatically 5 day. I do not have to copy from internet, or I mean do smart things. Underneath this we need some social items. Is that so? Yes, we need some social items. So how we are going to create a div. Is that a good idea? Yeah, why not? Yeah, so SOCIL, we are going to create a div of social items, and here we need iClass. And like you go here and then put Twitter and Instagram, and they will tell you what are they. Since I know I will not use that. FAB for awesome brands, that means this for dash Instagram. Now we need to duplicate this shift alt or option down arrow in place of Twitter. Instagram we will write Twitter, and underneath this we need to put maybe Facebook, and we also have this thing called button here. Let's call her follow and follow me. Yeah, that looks good. Now I think if I come back over here, upload this. Yeah, it's looking like something now. We are going to use CSS grading. That's a good thing. So to the honor, OWNER honor, we are going to display GRID grid, but nothing will happen right now. We have to do one thing. Grid column, grid template columns. Then we need to give it to one should be one FR, one part, and two FR. To the text we are going to give. Am I doing it good? Maybe I have just complicated it. Yes, I think I have like complicated it. So to this thing should have two sections only. On this, and let's call her Sarah. I mean, I'm creating a div called Sarah, and inside our, now let's see if that works or not, because this will have now two parts. Guys, you have to do smart things. Okay, be smart. Now image is a bit large. Is it okay? The image of Sarah, maybe wait, we could, it is 300 maybe 290 pixels. How about that? That looks fine. And now this thing, why it is not looking, why it is not displaying like good. Now we are going to use flexbox on what, on Sarah's details, and Sarah is the text and all those things on the side. So display flex, and flex direction should be column means up and down. We want to put those things CULUMN. What is that? Flex direction, CULUM column, UM. Oh my god. Now what else we need to do? Unjustified content space evenly. How about that space? That's fine. We need to style the button. What's the name of this button? Follow, and to the follow button over here, we'll style that first because that's looking bad right now. Here we have a button. We'll just copy the style from here, paste it over here, That is styled and space, even space between should work. That's fine. And now those social icons, they have a class social. Now these social icons have a class itself fair. First associate social and social. We give a margin at top, maybe 3%. Let's see if that work or not. Yes, and how about bottom as well? Margin at margin bottom 3%. That looks nice, and now we need to space them apart. So they have a class fab. We could just write dot associate instead of giving them a class. Just put the I because they have a common thing. They are I thing. I mean, like Dave and all those. They are I. So just give the padding how about 20 pixels. Oh yeah. If I come back now, oh guys, I'm rushing, but you please don't rush. Okay, that is spaced out a lot. Now what we need to do, I think the text is too much. Why don't we just delete some of it and increase it a bit? Just duplicate these lines 3 times, yeah, 4 times. Save it now. It's looking fine. I mean, this part is done now. I can just still increase the text a bit and let's see if that works or not. That is looking fine, but 3% margin to do that thing is a bit too much. Let's skip it. Too much to 2%. Mm, oh, we don't need maybe this much. How about 1%? Or we could write some pixel values like 20 pixels, 10 pixels, like that. I think this is looking fine now. We need to change the font as well. And what first of all, we need to clear the footer. We need to clear the footer outside the main thing. So we have to access, we have to write footer. I mean, this is given by the HTML itself. So we are going to give it a class of footer. We could just call it anything, but we are going to call it footer. Inside this, we need to have a higher icon. So I'm going to put I, give the class of for font awesome regular then for dash HEL code. Does that work? What is that? Am I doing something stupid here? Yes, I did. Yes, of course I did. And I will just f footer dot f footer. Now it is done. Now inside this I need to create the I class. This should have class of for dash HEL code. Is it working now? That is working now. Now we need to style the footer. Footer is the last part. Footer should have a width, of course. How much? 100%? Yeah, 100 VW. Height of maybe 100 pixels. And we need to give it a background color also. PACK background colors. What should kind of blue is okay. I will change that later on anyway. And the color of the text inside this should be white. Is it having now? Yeah, it should be aligned in the center. How we do that? Text align center, but it will not be centered vertically. How we do that? We use the line height. Line height, how much? The same as the parent's height. What is that? Okay, now come back. And it is there where we want. And we do not want this to be like tagged to the image of that girl. We want to give it margin at the top. Guys, you have to use things. I mean, just start doing and they will just happen automatically. 10%, how about that? Yeah, there is some space now, but we don't want this kind of bright blue. We kind of subtle blue, subtle color. Always use subtle colors. The website is done, guys. I mean, it looks fine. Yeah, you could just change these images, the name of these images. I mean, the video is getting very long. I do not want to waste your time, guys. You have to slow down. You do not have to rush like me. I was rushing this. You should be sure, like, yeah, something is not taking ages. I mean, you can do it fast like me. I'm not even looking at something. I have not prepared anything like in front of me. Yeah, I did. Oh my god, what's that? Those images are gone out of proportion. I should look for those, some pay for some images bad here. Oh my god, what I'm doing. I'm inside this. I'm inside this. Now 3 4 1 3 4 5 2. I should be using not those 2 and 4 P1. I'll be using P1. Oh, oh, oh my god. Oh, P4. How about this? Let's see. It's not thrown out of proportions. Yes, some images are changed and yeah, it's looking fine now, guys. Give me a like and maybe subscribe. And that's I should not say that, but if you're liking, do ask me questions. I'll be happy. Oh, I have not changed the phone. Go to Google Phones and search for any good phone. Look for them. I'm liking this robot. I just clicked on this plus icon, and it got highlighted here. Over here, then I have to. I'll go to the CSS. Okay, click on this import. I mean, you could you use it inside the HTML also, but that is not so smart. Okay, come to the CSS file and at the top, extreme top, paste the line what I copied from here, not the style, just this line, and then copy this again. We want to give this font family to the whole body, so we are going to put this inside here. If you want to give it to some particular area, I could just do that. Now the font will be changed. A nice kind of font. And if you don't want to put this inside the CSS file, you have to use it inside the HTML. How you use that? Come over here and click on the standard, then this copy this thing and paste it inside your HTML file underneath these CSS links here. Where are those CSS links? Like this. And now if I come back over here and I disable this by making it a command forward slash, it will still work, guys. Do ask me questions. I'll be happy to help you. I mean, this is fun, okay? Writing code is fun. This is just HTML and CSS. I'll be teaching you great things like JavaScript and all those things. So stay tuned after. I mean, thank you guys. Have a great day.